Bonjour, everyone. How you doing today, everyone? Are you feeling confronted? Are you feeling, what are you feeling? What are you feeling? Are you feeling your oats? Are you feeling your loveliness? Are you freeing your mind? I'm freeing my mind. When I started to free my mind, you know, it's like, let me just tell you right now that I feel so good in myself. Like, I feel so good in myself by watching and freeing my mind. And freeing my mind of the conditions, you know, like the conditions. And I'm here to remind you of that because we need to be reminded at times, because we can really believe this head. You know what I mean? And we are in a new paradigm right now. A new paradigm of self-discovery, self-actualization. And I can just tell you right now, one simple thing that I know for sure is that when I started to let go of the need of any kind of approval, like even within my own head, I feel free. I feel free, so free that I will never ever stop being me. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to this. I'm addicted to this. And and I appreciate all the highs and lows and all that stuff that the conditions has given me. Now, why would I beat against what is? And why would I want anything different other than the feeling or the discovery of myself, the discovery of the possibility to let go every single second of the day and to celebrate my joy and my happiness and let go of whatever I'm experiencing externally as I look out, you know, whatever label I feel like my mind is making up in the assumptions. That's what another thing by freeing my mind. I realize that it's so conditioned that I feel like the world is against me. I've said this 500 times, but it's very interesting because the mind is so conditioned with every thought that I have been learned, and that I have been part of that because I have, you know, like, you know, you're like a sponge when you're little and you soak up everything. You soak up everything. And so what I'm basically trying to do as I free my mind is to grow down. And I realize that there are little hills and struggles that happen because of the conditioned mind that is so strong, and all of a sudden, bam, you're caught in that and you're like, oh my God. And then you're through it. You're identifying with it, and you're like, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, God bless you, because it's liberation and it's no suffering. Like, I don't suffer. I see the head trying to make me suffer, but like I said, this is a new paradigm, and this is a beautiful, beautiful day. And a beautiful day to recognize that when you free your mind, the rest will follow. So I don't feel trapped. I don't feel trapped by my thoughts that say that I'm something other than I am. My mind can also be so strong as saying, when I get over there or when I go through my day and I meet such and such, whoever it is, you know, the person that's gonna make me feel less than, it's like, it's rising and it's so interesting, and then I free my mind with this, and then bliss happens. There's a constant like feelings of bliss that come into the experience when you're not trapped or controlled by your conditional thoughts that run your show, and you're not on automatic pilot. You know, you choose. When you choose, there is freedom to be had. And that is one of the most beautiful things I've ever recognized in myself. And that this project of mine is blissful. And it's so beautiful, right? Because, you know, when you think about it earlier, you know, you're like a project to society. You are going to be, shit is projected onto you, all these rules, and, you know, this feeling of like, we all have to be contained. We're like animals, like in a cage, so we behave the way they want us to behave, and then we're, you know, conditioned, you know, to be like everybody, and it becomes normal. It's like a normal thing. I feel very hyper and today because I'm feeling like this is such good information to share with you, because it liberates me from everything that I have thought in the past or that I recognize, you know. When you meditate, you meditate during the day too. And meditation is just being aware of your thoughts. Being aware of your head and your head that says no, 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 no. I feel fear. I feel da 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 da. Wow. Whenever you feel fear, there's a possibility. Everything is good. Everything is good because when it arises, you realize, why do I think these thoughts? These thoughts are not what I want to think, but they're thinking. And they think, and you realize, hey, I'm the observer. I am not the prisoner anymore. Because you get really, really tired, right? And you just step outside that. And you feel vulnerable at first. And now I feel strong. I feel strength in my vulnerability. Vulnerability is king to me. And feeling vulnerable and open and sharing and just letting your emotions be free is a journey, and a journey back to who you are, back to home, I would say, to yourself. Because there's nothing like being yourself. There's nothing like, I can actually speak that my truth, because that's what I am. And like, it's like, how did I rise to the feeling of that I don't care? That is such a beautiful thing, because it's about, you know, I don't care in how I'm perceived. Because there's no kind of agenda to try to get that kind of approval. I'm just me, and I'm lovingly me. And that's really, really loving. The promise. This is what I feel when I feel vulnerable. And it gets easier and easier and easier, and times just go by. And the time, you realize that there's no time, because you're in the present moment. You're in the present moment, not coming from the past or going into the future with your thoughts that make you feel like I have to do this because so I can be this successful, because you know all the play. I say, free your mind and the rest will follow. In Vogue, you remember that song? Yes, different generation. But I say, free your mind and the rest will follow, and it will be so beautiful. It is so beautiful. Let yourself be free. Express yourself, respect others, and watch it change. Watch it change your world. Thank you for watching me, and have a beautiful, beautiful day. I love you so much. And thank you for all the support, and go out and strut and dance and appreciate yourself for who you are, your uniqueness. I love you so much. Mwah. Ciao, ciao.